I made an interesting commission recently, two to be exact, because they were back to back from the same client, and I explored new grounds with these two commissions and these two portraits that I drew. They're awesome, by the way. I absolutely love it, and I want to talk about it. So the first one that I did, which is commission number 7 now, um, they were there. It's a picture basically of two people. It's at a Christmas party, by the way, and they're put in a different background. So I was given a whole new background, but I was given the Christmas party picture. So I kind of had to do what I usually do now, which is it's an on occurring thing now where I'm putting one picture, maybe the figure, but I'm putting it in a totally different picture. I'm putting it in a background. Of course, I'm drawing these things. I'm placing whatever they want me to place in it. So it's just all hand drawn. But I'm given pictures to, do references. So what I did with this one was, or what was different about this was, it had to be colored. So it was colored with colored pencils. I'll tell you which ones that I got to use and what was good and bad for the colored pencils. But this was definitely something new that I've never done before. I'm not a big fan of coloring pencils because some of the coloring pencils that I chose for this particular drawing didn't go very well, and I kind of had to find different avenues for these coloring pencils. I'm not a big fan of them. I prefer, just straight up pencils or charcoal. But this was a consideration because the client wanted these to be colored. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with, being flexible with the different medias that I get to use. So I did that. And with this one, it was something new. I've never done this before, so I was out of my comfort zone most of the time, coloring. And most of the time it was just coloring the background. And the background is this colorful park, green grass, trees. It's just bright. It's really, really pretty. And so I got to working on it and everything. And of course, one of the coloring pencils that I used, some of them didn't go very well. So I ended up going to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's and just picking up some new coloring pencils and ones that are more particular of being more like, more expertise, more edge to it. Because some of the colored pencils that I already had didn't go very well. They were very light. That's the thing. They were too light. It wasn't dark enough. It wasn't a coloring pencil, And of course I never use Crayola. That's not it's not a thing with me at all. But the coloring pencil that I used was this one. You might see it at a Target or your local Michael's, Joann's. It's called Artist's Loft. These are the worst kind of coloring pencils you could possibly use for something like a drawing. Now, I don't know how exactly you use these. There's a picture of an apple. That's not real. For me, it's not, at least. And I knew that for a fact, and it was just horrible to even use those. Another one that I had stored. Of course, these were given as gifts a long time ago. I just still happen to have them. I guess this one was bought in Bed Bath & Beyond. It's adult coloring pencils. They're in a container like this. These are the worst as well. No, actually some of them work. Some of them work, depends on what colors that I was using them for, but these are not the best ones to use for an entire portrait. I don't know how adults use these, and for colorful pictures and such. This one has 36 of them in there. I'm just not a big fan of these ones. Sorry. The ones that I did end up using was Faber-Castell. Faber-Castell coloring pencils. These are awesome. You can get these at your local Hobby Lobby. And these are only $1.49. So that was very affordable for me because my money is tight at this time, and I'll explain why later in a different video. But yeah, $1.49. I got 3 of the pencils that I needed to use for the background. It was like a very bright green, a dark green, and a grassy type of green. So those were used for the background, and basically drawing the figures first with a HB pencil, moving on to like a B7 pencil, darkening it with a B9 pencil, just going that over, and then instead of drawing the background with the pencil, I did it very lightly, and after that I started going in with details with the Faber-Castell colored pencils. These are the best ones. These are the ones that you want to use. Either Faber-Castell or even Prismacolor colored pencils. Those are the best kind that you want to go for when you want to draw like a portrait for somebody as a gift. That's the type that you know, that I like to use, and that I've tried out, and they work out very well. Compared to these other ones, they're just too light. They're not, these give that real crisp color. They give out the best, you know, it actually stays on the paper. These other ones, they don't stay well. They're very light, and I don't like that. Either because of the paper I'm using, which is drawing paper, or it's just me. Maybe I'm just not well with these guys. But Faber-Castell and Prismacolor are the best ones that you do want to use as an artist. And if you do, you know, freelance type of art that I like to do, that's the ones you want to go for. So I made a quick video of the commission that I made. I enjoyed this one a whole lot. It was fantastic. And basically the scenario was this client, her son was having a wedding. They're taking wedding pictures at a park, and she wanted to place the Christmas party picture of her and her husband when they were much younger, and they're out there in the park, they're walking, or they're kind of standing, and she wanted me to draw that and make that, because the next video that I'm going to talk about is her son's commission work, or his portrait that I drew. So I put this video together. Enjoy this video, and subscribe to this channel, Whitehair Comics, and like this video and share with your friends. Thank you so much, and enjoy this next video. Bye, guys.